Hello. Okay. Hopefully that works better, guys. I'll put you back, or maybe. Sorry about the quality. I'm here at my buddy's house, and we're just trying to chat about what happened last night. My voice, as you can tell, is completely dead. If I have a book or something, I might be able to give you guys a better angle. Maybe I have something in here. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it up on the website or on my computer, and if you guys want to ask questions, please feel free. And then I just want to run through kind of my thoughts from last night, and then if you have any questions or anything, I'll try to answer those at the end. So yeah, let me just make sure this is up and running. I assume, because I'm seeing your guys' questions and stuff, that it's there. So first and foremost, I apologize for not putting out a video this week. That's why I wanted to come here and join you today, was because I had this whole plan. And say hi to Cedric. This is my friend Cedric.
What's up, YouTube?
He has a really cool channel. If you guys like cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, all that kind of stuff, you can go check it out. What's it called? What's your channel called?
Internet money. It's my name, Cedric Dahl.
Yeah, I'll put a link to it afterwards. I had this plan to put out a video last night where we had basically filmed the whole thing in advance, and it was all just about the trucking industry and how the Tesla truck is going to kind of fit in there and all that, and we were just missing the details of it. And so we were just going to film those details while we were there and then upload immediately, and we had this whole like thought out thing, and it was nuts. But then, Elon kind of blew all of our mind, and we have to rethink the whole damn thing. So yeah, that's why, we don't have a video coming out this week. You can tell my voice and my appearance are shit right now because it was such a crazy event last night. Let me just run through, I took some notes. Let me just run through these real quick, and then we can kind of get into your questions here. And then I need to go eat, otherwise I'm going to fall over. Okay, so first off, they announced the semi-truck. Amazing. It has a range of 500 miles, and let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure that's right. So that really threw me and I think a lot of people off. So with a range of 500 miles, and it's a Class 8 truck, it will compete directly with every major route out there. Meanwhile, there are, like they said, 80% of the routes are within 250 miles. So yeah, there's that, right? That means that regardless, this is going to be an insane thing. So that was huge. That was like a shock to me. The next thing, this was the rumor, and I believed it, and of course it made sense. I thought this was enough to blow our minds. It was the mega charger. I was calling it supercharger V3 or whatever. And so if I recall correctly, it'll be a fixed cost because they'll all be based on solar panels and have power packs. So they will be able to control the cost 100%. And so that is incredible. That means, and that's something that I know the trucking industry is going to love, because unlike diesel, which has a variable price, this will have a fixed price. And so that's going to be just amazing for the economics of it. Along with the mega charger, it makes it, I think, 30 minutes to charge up 400 miles. So that's perfect. That's exactly what they need. So they really nailed the economics here, and I love that. I'm curious if in the future model like consumer cars will be able to use these mega chargers and charge up in 5 minutes. That will be an amazing thing. So I'm very curious to learn more about that, if and when. Can you give me the tissue there?
You got it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a live stream, so apologies. This is what happens, especially when you have a toddler that is sick and you're always congested. So
Don't get me sick.
no, I don't think so. I may convince you to have a toddler, but other than that.
Yeah. Pretty ladies out there, send me what's up. We'll make some babies. Maybe.
Okay, and then the last thing about the semi that I was really impressed with was they had deals lined up already. They had partners that have already placed orders. Now this absolutely makes sense. I totally get that, and I'm thrilled that they did this, which just makes it even more economically sound. Those people wouldn't have bought it if it didn't make sense economically. So yeah, so I'm super impressed with what they did with the truck. Stay tuned. I literally have 4 or 5 videos I want to do just about the truck, and we got tons of great footage of it last night and all that stuff. But of course, you guys are probably more interested in the actual mind-blowing part, which was the Tesla Roadster. And holy shit, it blew my mind. Not only is it amazing looking, it goes 0 to 60 in 1.9, which I am very curious how they're pulling this off, because as I understood from watching the guys in Engineering Explained talk about this, the theoretical limit of a car 0 to 60 time was 2.05 seconds, unless you could make it extremely light. So that gets me into the next point. It has a 200 kilowatt hour battery. There's no damn way that thing is light. That thing's got to weigh a ton, or more than a ton, honestly. And to me, this is one of the most exciting things, because if they can fit 200 kilowatt hours in that car, which is pretty small compared to some of the other ones, what does that mean for the S and the X? I think the S and the X are going to be upgraded with bigger batteries very soon. And so to me, that the future, really the biggest thing last night was the breakthrough. Whatever they did to fit 200 kilowatt hours in that car, being a bit smaller than the other ones, blows me away. And with that, you get a 620 mile range. That's absurd. That is completely absurd. No longer does anybody, like, range anxiety is not a thing anymore, right? I don't care about your supercharger network. I don't care about any of that crap, because my car goes just as long as a gas car, and I fill it up when I get home. So obviously the Roadster is a ridiculous luxury item. Most people are not going to buy that. If you didn't know, I am getting one for free thanks to you. So I am still in shock about that. And I can't even tell you how much gratitude I have for you and everyone else that have supported, have embraced me and my angle and what I talk about here on the channel, and then the benefit that you've got as well, and the stories you've shared with me. I mean, I have dozens and dozens of emails from people about what this means to them in their life. And some of you have seen those before, and I'll probably share a few more of those out in the future. But I'm not the only one. There's going to be a lot of people, or not a lot, but another handful of folks that get a free Roadster thanks to the referral program. So, I was beside myself. I'm still in shock. I don't even know what to make of it. So one of the cool things, I did get to ride in it. I'm still wearing my silver band, which was kind of the ticket there. Anyone else that got to ride in it, I assume they either had one as well, or they just put a deposit down. So I don't know if they put the stats out. It looks like you can reserve it online. So I don't know. I haven't actually looked through the details, but from the people I was talking to last night, it was something like you had to put a $5,000 non-refundable deposit down now, and then something like within 10 days you had to come up with the additional $45,000 for the rest of the deposit. Then, and that's for a $250,000 car. I believe there is a cheaper version of it as well. I was up till 2 a.m. And still recovering from all that. So I haven't actually had time to digest all of that stuff. Some other quick stats about it. 0 to 60, 1.9. Holy shit. 250 miles per hour top speed. Sure. I'm going to try to make that happen someday. I'm not even sure if I'm qualified and allowed to drive it that fast, or where I can do that. They said it was a 4-seater. I rode in it. It's kind of a joke. It was actually pretty spacious and comfortable for me in the front. But maybe my son not in a car seat would fit in the back, but we'll see. The cool thing is you could throw a bag or some other stuff back there. So it is a bit more practical than some of the other ones, especially the first Roadster. So those are kind of the stats about it. There are some obviously more stats online. I'm not going to kind of bore you guys with that. Know that I am going to do a lot more videos and really dig into this. So I guess I'll just kind of wrap up, and then we'll go into questions about. So I've been in the P100D ludicrous mode, and that is absurd, right? That is like I have a Model S60. And that blows people away. They can't handle the acceleration in that. The Model S P100D is an order of magnitude more than my car is. This is like several orders of magnitude beyond the P100D. I can't even tell you. I can't even describe what that feels like. one of the things that was kind of fun about the event was I got to meet a bunch of other YouTubers, and we got to talk about doing some collaborations with the car once I get it. One of those is Brooks from Drag Times. If you haven't seen his videos, in fact, I'm sure you guys have seen his videos where he races, like a P100D against a McLaren something or other. I'm not a car guy, I apologize, but he could tell you. But yeah, I promised to him that I would run out to Florida with it, and we would do some races. So there's so much stuff. This event was again a few orders of magnitude above and beyond all the other ones I've been to. So Tesla, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for making these awesome products and really helping change the world and giving people like me an opportunity to kind of bring all, my perspective here and share that, because it's just a really special moment in time, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. So I guess with that, I'm going to take a few questions here. If you go ahead and ask them now, and then I will, I'll try to answer them. And again, apologize, I'm a little under the weather still, so. I will pause and take a drink of my coffee while I wait for you guys there. Spaceballs movie, yep. That was, okay, Peter Tran asked, what was the interior like? Yeah, it was spectacular. I'm probably not the best one to answer that question, honestly. Like, I've not ridden in a Bugatti or a McLaren or those things, so I can't really compare it to those other supercars. I would say compared to the cars I'm used to, like other Teslas and maybe an Audi or something like that, it was top notch. It was really, just everything. The center display was really cool. So you're sitting there, and the steering wheel is this tiny little thing. I didn't get to drive, but so you're kind of in a bucket seat, of course, and there's a big center console that's just all glass, and it has a map on it. I got footage of this. I'm sure you guys have maybe seen some of it, or maybe they have footage online. And then you have these little tiny row up here with LED displays of like the time and the speed and some stuff like that. And then as you go, once you hit that speed, it goes plaid, the whole thing. So the whole maximum plaid thing, which I learned today, was from Spaceballs. So that was kind of the thing. It was just so fun. I really liked it. I think it fits the supercar thing, but again, I'm not a car expert, so I can't, I could be wrong on that. It certainly seemed a lot nicer than any other Tesla I've been in, which I would, you would expect for a $250,000 car. Okay. Norman asked, do you feel like you're going to black out with that acceleration? Well, I have a video of my reaction during it, and I don't feel like I was going to black out. It feels like you're on a roller coaster. So like if you're up at the top of a roller coaster and you like dive off, that feeling, it's like that. But it just keeps going. And so, in fact, the guy that was driving me, what was his name? He had an interesting name, like, not Amelie or something like that. But anyways, he was saying he actually hurt his neck because he took off one time without having it back in the seat, and that actually caused him a neck pain. So, yeah, there you go. Was there a HUD? I didn't see one. There was like a little tiny LED thing up there. I didn't see a HUD. Any thoughts about the Model Y? Yeah, I've got a whole video on that. You can go check that out. Trucks prize. What do you think of the steering wheel of the Roadster? Yeah, I don't know. Apparently this is common in cars like this, but to me it was really weird. It was like this little tiny horseshoe type thing and really small. I guess that's how you make supercar things. I was talking to some people about it. But it seems like it's fine. Like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Semi-battery, 1,000 kilowatt hours. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you think? Keep coming to the questions here. Do you think the semi-cost per mile is real? That's a good question. I had the semi-cost pegged at a very different number prior to seeing the details there. I think that they have to have that based in some truth. Otherwise, they could probably get sued for kind of false advertising and stuff. So I'm sure, like anything, your mileage may vary. But I'm sure that those aren't fictitious, right? They didn't just make that up. So there you go. Did you get to look inside the semi? I did. Yeah. I got inside the semi very briefly. It was kind of crowded with TV crews and cameras and stuff like that. But we did get some good footage of it. So it was, the fact that I'm getting a Roadster and it was there, I had to wait in line for like 40 minutes to get on a test ride. So yeah, I didn't get to explore the semi probably as thoroughly as I wanted to, but for sure we're gonna have some stuff coming out about that. Do you think the semi really has the capability of profoundly impacting the cargo truck market? Are companies ready to use? Hey, Crafty Geek, thanks for the donation. And you're asking about ground clearance. I don't know. I didn't really check the ground clearance on the truck. It seemed normal, I guess. Like, it didn't seem oddly high or low up close. So whatever that normally is, I'm sure it's designed to work with existing tractors and stuff like that. So, or trailers. Yeah. So then about the semi truck industry, or the trucking industry, absolutely. The economics were the thing. If they didn't get the economics right, forget it. It's not going to happen. So they got them right according to what they've shared, and they already have orders from some folks. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a big game changer, especially considering the mega charger thing and the guaranteed price on that. I mean, one of the biggest costs for the trucking industry or one of the biggest things is the variable cost of diesel. And so if you can guarantee a cost, and by the way, it's extremely cheap compared to diesel, yeah, tremendous value. I think that is going to be the game changer right there. The economics of it are going to be what drive it. All right, I'm going to take like 2 more questions, and then we got to figure it out. Is there autopilot on the Roadster? I don't know. I don't think they announced that. And I was interested in going as fast as I could. I wasn't interested in that. I wouldn't care if there wasn't. This isn't. It's funny. So a friend of mine, we were talking about. He has a Model S as well, and both of ours do not have autopilot. They're the previous generation, so you can't get autopilot on them. And he said, something really funny. He said, we affectionately refer to these as driver's editions. People that actually like to drive their car. I'm sure I don't know if it has it, but I probably wouldn't really use it. I don't think this is a practical car that you're taking to work and back every day. So this is just going to be for fun rides and doing fun stuff like that. So let me see. Maybe 2 more. Do you think they will put a larger battery in the Model Y than the Model 3? Yeah. Actually, I don't know if the battery makes a difference. I mean, yes, I think they'll have a larger battery to achieve the same amount of miles. I don't think they could really have a car. I mean, Tesla doesn't make slow whatever cars, and then so yeah, I don't think that I think that we'll have a bigger battery, but really that won't be the focus. The focus will be on the range. So, is it street legal? Yes. In fact, that is the thing. So there are faster cars out there than the Roadster, but the deal is, excuse me, the deal is that none of them are production cars that are street legal and all that, right? So if you look at the fastest production cars in the world, I did a video about this just recently. They're all like in the 800,000 to several $1 million price range, and then you have like some other cars that have non-street legal things, like special tires and stuff like that. And it's not even when I was talking to Brooks about this from Drag Times, because I'm a little confused about what is a production car versus a like a race car. And one of the things was that he said with street legal tires, really like most tires are street legal. It's just you wouldn't actually drive them, or you wouldn't actually take them on a road, right? Because any amount of moisture on the ground and things like that will just you'll skid out and it won't make sense. So you have all these problems. So the kind of difference from our short conversation, the difference that I gathered was that a production car is a car that you could actually reasonably drive without it just basically like ruining it, or so versus whereas like a race car you just take to go race, right? So a production car being something that you would reasonably drive, granted it's a supercar, it's not like your commuter car, things like that, versus something that is only meant to hit the racetrack. So yeah, it is a production car, it is street legal, all of those things. Elon tweeted that out a while ago in response to I think Sam Schaefer's tweet about would it beat the 2-second mark. I'm really curious if they release detailed specs. Maybe they already have and I haven't looked at them, about how they achieve this. So absolutely stay tuned for more stuff on that. Yeah, if you guys aren't on my email list, please go get on it at teslanomics.co. You'll get all the updates for all this stuff, all the videos we have coming out. Obviously, once I get my car, we're gonna go nuts with it. I have some other YouTubers that said that they'll want to do some videos with it. Some people that are really big in the space and make awesome content. So I'm really looking forward to working with them and just having fun with this. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, I'm not feeling too hot, but stay tuned for next week where I publish much more in-depth stuff. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Maybe leave them in the comments down below after this video post if you want. Yeah, and with that, remember, when you free the data, your mind will follow. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you back here next.